Now Akanji tried to be now. Akanji tried to be Trippier, tried to be Trent, tried to be Benjamin White. Akanji, you're not on that level. I'm sorry. Sit back, mate. You're not on the level of Benjamin White, Benny Blanco. You're not on it. So this is another thing. When I show you the stats, I will show you how Arteta counteract everything that Pep did. Arteta had a plan, and that plan, he executed it perfectly. The only thing that didn't happen is to get a goal. That's the only thing that didn't happen. We didn't win the game. But apart from that, the strategies, the tactics that Arteta set up, I see that he set up a plan for Pep, and he was counteracting everything that Pep done. And I'm going to show you. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to show you why I say this. So Arsenal draw 0-0 at the Etihad, and for some people it was boring. For the neutral it was boring, but for me it was quite a tactical game where we had to be very technical in phases. And we're going to get into all these stats. We're going to watch some clips to see how and why we played the way we played at times, and we're going to see some stats also because we want to match the stats up with the actual video evidence to see with the eye test to see get an overall good picture of what happened today. Because if you listen to neutral, they're going to convince you that it was a poor match. But from my perspective, it was a brilliant match to watch. It's not all the time you're going to get the end-to-end and the exciting stuff. Sometimes it's going to be a bit slow, a bit lethargic, but it's very, very technical. And that's what we're going to break down today. So make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. And by the way, Harry Stone Ogunji, your time is almost up for that prize. So if you haven't claimed, I think you've got 2 or 3 days left. If you haven't claimed, then I'm going to reshuffle the award and then give it to someone else. So Harry Stone Ogunji 4090, you need to claim this prize, otherwise I'm going to enter in the shuffle again and give it away to someone else. Now look at this build-up play. We see in position Jesus right at the back post with Akanji, and before we see City was playing 5 at the back. Now people have been moaning that Arsenal was playing 6 at the back, but look at City. City literally had 5 at the back. Now we see Akanji getting back. We see, let's play a bit forward. Akanji getting back. We see Ruben Diaz looking over his shoulder, checking, and we see Kai Havertz between Ake and Kovacic basically covering. We see Kovacic basically marking Saka right now. So Kovacic is basically playing the left back, while we see Graviol watching Benjamin White. So because we normally have that 3 playing over that side, we have Odegaard, we have Saka, and we've got Benjamin White. City prep for that, and that's where they're using Kovacic to cover Saka, Guardiola to cover Benjamin White because he's a stronger player. And you can see Rodri drifting over that space to mark Odegaard. So it's a similar thing that happened with Liverpool and Sabbatsai. I remember the first leg where we played Liverpool, first time in the season. Liverpool gave us a very good match, and it's because of Sabbatsai was coming over to help Trent against Martinelli. If it wasn't for Sabbatsai, we would have murked Trent and possibly got some goals on that left hand side. And what happened? The reason why we beat Liverpool the second time is because Sabbatsai wasn't there to help Trent, and Chop was left exposed. So this is the same thing. City Pep realized that, listen, this is the way that we could get, because Arsenal is very good on that side with those 3 players linking up and playing the tiki-taka movement and getting on the ball. So that was the first thing we noticed. Now, following on, we see that's another thing. Declan Rice went over that side to add an extra overload. So you see these 3 players in position right now, and Kovacic, Guardiola, and Rodri in line with each other. Now you're going to see Benjamin White looking to bomb over, making the overlap, which he did. And now he's looking now for some player to have. Now this is a brilliant chip ball. Look at this chip ball. This is a very accurate chip ball. It went over the head of Havertz and it's tempting for Akanji, because you can see, look, Akanji went for a header and missed. So it's a very tempting cross from Benjamin White. And this is what I'm saying, that Benjamin White has improved his crossing ability. That's another ball, another string in his ball. Benjamin White has been so good when it comes down to crossing, and we can see here in this clip. Now Gabriel Jesus control that ball. For me, look at the back post, look at the far post. It's open right now. Now I know Akanji could easily get there, but even if you're gonna take it, bring it to your left and go far post, or take control and then outside foot curl to the far post. There's so many options to go to the far post, or if not, do a back heel to Kivio. Now I know that will be going backwards, but there's so many different options. Or try get the ball to Odegaard. You see Odegaard waiting on that box on the box there. There's so many different options, but for me, this shot was poor. That was poor. Now this is a chance by Ake, and this is something I do not like for Arsenal. This is a big mistake that could have led to a goal, because when you look at the setup, Saliba's there marking, I believe he's marking Haaland at the back post. You see Haaland is at the back post, Jesus marking no one. You see Akanji free and Ake free. And then you see Gabriel Magalhaes marking Ruben Dias. So all these three players, the three best headers for Man City is in line. Akanji, Ake and Ruben Dias, and it's unfortunate for us that it went straight to Odegaard off Ake's shoulder, or less that would be an easy goal. Now this is something I like. Look at this challenge. That's a brilliant challenge by Declan Rice. Now Declan Rice, as I've been saying, that listen, it's not the same Arsenal that went to City a few years ago. It's not the same Arsenal, because City, we've done something to City that's never been done before. We've limited City to a goalless draw. So the last time they haven't scored at home, I believe it was like 883 days or something like that, over 2 years period, of almost 3 years period. They haven't scored at home, and we basically broke that record. Now City is gonna have to go back to square one when it comes down to that record, but. After this build-up play, you see Odegaard driving, and this was a brilliant. Now, once again, people saying that, listen, we just parked the bus, we played 6 at the back. It wasn't all that. It wasn't just that. We had a formula, we had a play. Now, after watching this video, I'm going to get into some stats to show you why I believe what I believe. We're going to get into some stats after watching this clip. Let's see Odegaard pass it to Havertz scanning, waiting for, and Gabriel J. Passing off to Gabriel J looking, and this was a bit overcooked. If it wasn't a bit overcooked, then either Kai Havertz could have a shot on goal or cut it back to Saka, because Saka was in prime position to have a shot on goal there. Benjamin White once again with a cross. Look at that cross, man. I told you, Benjamin White has improved. Sometimes when this guy crosses, it reminds me of Trent, or it reminds me of Trippier. He's improved so much in his crossing ability. Now hopefully it will get so much better that he will be like a specialized free kick taker, like a Trent, like a Trippier. But yeah, I'm impressed with Benjamin White's crossing ability as of late. It's been on target, on point, straight under. Look at this. Look, it went straight to Kivio's foot. One touch pass. Now for me, this should have been a shot on goal. That's something I don't like about Jesus. He's always dragging back, twisting and turning. Don't get me wrong, when it comes off, it looks absolutely magnificent. But when it doesn't come off, it looks like you're overdoing it. You're doing too much. Just have a shot on goal. And this is how I felt watching him. Just have a shot on goal. Please don't be doing all this. Just have a shot on goal. The commentator was saying that Kivio could have a direct shot on goal, but I believe that he done a very good thing there by knocking the ball down to Jesus, allowing Jesus to come onto it and having a shot. Look at this, and Kivio is still open, by the way. Now look at this, stuffing out the opportunity, cutting off the passing lanes. Now Akanji tried to be now. Akanji tried to be Trippier, tried to be Trent, tried to be Benjamin White. Akanji, you're not on that level. I'm sorry. Sit back, mate. You're not on the level of Benjamin White, Benny Blanco. You're not on it. So just continue to do your little thing at right back or centre back or wherever you want to be played by Pep. Don't be trying. You're not on these levels, mate. But that was a good cross, to be fair. That's a very good early cross. And you see the player got on the end of it. And that's a very good defender by Magalhaes. You see Magalhaes throw his body at that and just putting off the player, and that one going out for a goal kick. Now that was a brilliant take by Rico Lewis. That was a brilliant play. And then you see carried it on with the 1-2 with Foden. Foden didn't give him back. You see asking, and Foden had a poor match. Brilliant shot by Kovacic. Now Foden didn't have a good match, as to say. Foden had a poor match, and so did Saka. Now for Saka, his reason I could say it looks like he was injured. He didn't play like he's himself. He didn't take no one on. He was just existing. It wasn't living. It was existing. And we don't know Saka to be like this. Saka's always living the life, taking man on, skinning people, doing tricks, it was just not he didn't have a shot. Saka didn't have a shot on goal. So this is why you know that it was just existing in this match. And Foden for me was the same, but Foden done a bit more because City had more possession of the ball. So that's why Foden looks like he done more. But for me, the excuse for Saka is that he's injured. What's the excuse for Foden, eh? Is Foden carrying a niggling injury? Seen Saka done in the game, and for me, that should have been a goal. That should have been a goal by Gabriel J. Gabriel J should have. I know that he went and slide in, but this is what I'm saying, man. Kai, if that was Kai's position, it would have been a goal because he's tall. This is why I like tall players. In certain positions like that, you need a little toe poke on it to lead to the goal. But Saka, for me, that was a brilliant play from Saka, going down the byline, crossing it in, and giving his team a chance to get on the ball. Absolutely brilliant play from Saka. Now Thomas Partey came on, and for me, Thomas Partey had a good match. Thomas Partey had a superb match in the little moment he came on, but this wasn't one of his best moments of the match, where De Bruyne came on and skinned him basically. De Bruyne came on, giving it to him and beating him and skied the ball. But that play, that vision to see Doku in the first place, Kevin De Bruyne, you can see that he's not the best he used to be. He's not as at his 100% best, because it could be because he's getting older, he's getting more fatigue quicker, and lots of different problems why he's having, because he's getting old. But you can see that his vision is still there. He's been eating all his carrots because he's still got great vision to be picking up Doku in a position like on his left foot. Remember, he's right-footed, and he picked him up on his left foot, running at pace, running at speed, to pick out a player on your left foot from that far on the floor, not even in the air. Man, yeah, he still got it. And this is another thing. When I show you the stats, I will show you how Arteta counteract everything that Pep did. Arteta had a plan, and that plan, he executed it perfectly. The only thing that didn't happen is to get a goal. That's the only thing that didn't happen. We didn't win the game. But apart from that, the strategies, the tactics that Arteta set up, I see that he set up a plan for Pep, and he was counteracting everything that Pep done. And I'm going to show you. Make sure you stay tuned to the end of the video. I'm going to show you why I say this. So Grealish came on, keep on trying things, duck out the back post, pull from Doku, crossing, header on, and all and now. That should have been a very good opportunity for them to score, because you see Ruben Diaz, it just need a little pass from Haaland to Ruben Diaz, and that would have been tapping. That would have been a tapping. So Man City had the better chances in this match. We had a few good chances, but for me, Man City had a better chance. I believe that we had one very good chance, and we're going to see in a minute. This is it right now. Look at this now. Odegaard got the ball, brilliant. And for me, Odegaard, even though it was a difficult match for us, for the attackers, it was a match for the defense. The defenders had a superb display on both sides. Saliba rock at the wall, Gabriel rock at the wall, King of Brazil. They had a superb match. Benjamin White had a superb match in the back line. Declan Rice had a superb match covering the back line. City's defenders had a superb match as well, and so did Rodri, covering that back line. So the attackers didn't have much. The attackers were the poorest on the pitch, because both defense were so solid. But when it comes down, we open them now. Look, it's basically 2-on-2 right now. And you can see Rico was trying to get back, but basically it's 2-on-2 now. Give the ball right there. Trossard has the potential, has the ability to zip the ball cross right now for Martinelli to run onto his path and have a shot on goal. But I don't know what came across him when he got so great. Look, even to roll the ball to Kai Havertz. Look, you see Kai Havertz? Watch Kai Havertz. You see Kai Havertz coming, and you know you can see him. Give it now. You see Kai Havertz pointing. Give the ball around the corner for Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz could then take a shot or pass to Gabriel Martinelli. So this is what I'm saying. This was the best chance we had, and this literally was the best chance of the match for me. There wasn't a clearer opportunity than this for me, right? For Arsenal to score, and look what we done. Now, as I'm saying, Trossard came in the second half, and perhaps if he had started, it would have been more match aware in terms of his instincts. His instinct would have been better, and he would have passed to Martinelli or passed to Kai Havertz, leading to a shot. But because he wasn't embedded in the game, even though he done superb when he came on, he done a few tricks and flair. I see him one time dropping the shoulder, twice, sending Doku the wrong way, Doku slipping and sliding all over the place like he's on a banana peel. But Trossard came on and done what he needed to do, but it's just that little thing that I had a critic of him. I was very critical of him. Now, I'm going to take a look at a few of the stats. Now, as I'm saying, expected goal is 0.8 each. Same amount of expected goal, but when you see the green ticks now, that shows you how dominant City was, and this is not normally like Arsenal to be so basically submissive. I should say, be submissive to any team at all. But City, I would take that because City is a better passing team than us, a better progressive team than us, a team that does progression, and it's because they've started a long time ago, and we're just getting into it. So we're about 3 to 4 years in our new system, while City is over 10 years in theirs. So as you can see that when it comes down to open play and shots, we had 5, City had 9. When it comes down to possession, City had 72.2, we had 27.8. So once again, we were real submissive. We were real submissive to City. When it comes down to passes and completion, we had 281 passes and 196 completion. That is poor. That's the worst I've seen in a long time. And to City, compared to City, it's 729 and 621 being completed. And for me, some of the reason, some silly stuff that we keep kicking the ball along, we keep kicking the ball out of play. It was just some silly stuff, reasons why we weren't holding on to the ball. I think that we were scared in the first 15 minutes of the match. I think that we were scared of City. But going further on the match, we grow into the match. But for the first 15 minutes, I think, and this is what I'm saying, that I knew Pep was going to come on fire because he knows that if he allows us to start playing, he kept saying that, like, listen, Arsenal can finish the game in the first 25 minutes of the match. So they can't allow that. I knew that they were going to come with that game plan. Now, when it comes down to final third entries, field total, I should say, we had 21.6, City had 78.4. When it comes down to final third entry, City is 79 final third entry, but they didn't do much because our defense was so solid. Our final entry is 21. Expected threat rating, we had 1.1, City 2.6. Deep touches, City had 67, we had 23. Zone 14 touches, we had 7, City had 35. When it comes down to up crosses and completion, we had 5, City had 22. Progressive passes, City had 24, we had 19. Dribbles and successful, we had 11 dribbles, 9 being successful. City at 27, 20 being successful. Tackles, this is where we started to shine. Tackles, we had 40 tackles, 20 being successful compared to City. City had a total of 22, 13 being successful. So you can see that we were the most better in duels, we were better in challenges, we were the grafter, we were the fighter in this match. And this is the only reason why I believe that we got away in that match with a point. Because we were fighting for our life, we were holding on and pulling our socks up and trying to do some dirty work in this match. You can see in the terms of the defensive side of the game, we've done the best in terms of attacking and maintaining of play, which is possession, and field it and things like that. Maintaining of possession, City won that comfortably. But when it comes down to the defensive side, we are the one that won that comfortably. Block passes, we had 11. Interception, we had 4 each. Clearance, we had 28 compared to this. 8 fouls, we had 20. Now I saw a stat that said this is the most foul we make in any match on average compared to the whole season. Thus one match, the one match we had against City is more than any foul we had collectively on average for the whole season. And I'm saying, man, this shows you how much this means to the players. They did not want to let anything stand. I have to say, the ref done an okay job. At some points, I was saying that, ref, look, Kai Havertz been pulled down 2 times. I see Kai Havertz been fouled. We didn't get a yellow card. Gabriel J, that yellow card that he got, I believe that he kind of deserved that. But the one that Raya got, I didn't believe that Raya deserved that because literally went to kick it, but then he changed his mind, pushed the player. Now, it could be a strategy to waste time, but it was, for me, it wasn't a strategy to say that he deserved a yellow card, right? That's a normal thing in matches when the goalkeeper sometimes want to take a free kick, wanted to take it long and change his mind, or wanted to take it short and change his mind and then go long. These things happen. So for me, that wasn't deserving of a yellow card. Now, when you see this image now, this is what I was talking about now. We played sometimes a back 6 in this match with Saka drifting, dropping back, and Gabriel J dropping back on the other side, and Gabriel J had a superb match at left back. He was a superb left back. As when the match started, we could see that Kyria wasn't comfortable. He looked a bit shaky. He looks like the occasion was getting to him. But Gabriel J, I think, hold his hand throughout the whole match. He hold his hand, say, "Come, Kyria, let's do it together. Don't be scared, mate. I'm here. So I will support you." And support he did. Gabriel J came back so much that I believe that he was a very good left back. That's how much he was defending. And some people might criticize us. I don't mind playing 6 at the back against City and we didn't lose and we drew. If we play 6 at the back and still lose, I'll be angry. But the fact that we get a result, because City has started their process a long time. It's been 8 years now since Pep came to City, 8 years. And Arteta is in his 4th term. So basically literally half the time. And we've caught up so much with City in half the time. Bear in mind, before Arteta, Arsenal was garbage. Before Pep, City was still good. City was still winning championship, Premiership before Pep. So Pep inherited a very good squad and made it better because they're rich enough to make it better. But with Arsenal, Arteta inherited a rubbish squad, and he developed it and improved it. So for us in the stage we're at right now, I'm not disappointed. I'm not ashamed to be playing 6 at the back. Now, next season, I believe that we should be going toe to toe with City in terms of attacking display, attacking. But even if Arteta is more pragmatic and say, listen, we're just going to settle for the draw or whatever, I'm okay with that as long as we don't lose. But I want to get to that stage where we attack any team all the time. We'll just keep on attacking, and that's our play. I want to get to that point, and I believe that we will get there very soon. But for now, I'm happy with just sitting back at times once we don't concede certain foolish goals. And this is what, see, Saka dropped. So I was saying Saka was having his poorest match of the season, the poorest match. But the work he was doing defensively should not be shunned at, turn our eyes up, because he was doing a very good job defending, covering Benjamin White in certain phases of play. And it's the same thing with Jesus. Jesus was covering Kivia a lot. Now, the difference is what I said about with Pep and Arteta, watching Pep and doing a master stroke after Pep made his. So Arteta, this is the chess view. Arteta see that Pep took off Foden, bring on Grealish, and bring on Doku, took off Kovacic. As you can see in this image, Doku came onto the right hand side and Silva went into the center. So now you got two speedsters. Before, Bernardo Silva is not a speedster, so Kivio could play against him, and Jesus could cover against him because he's not fast. Foden's the same thing. Foden's got a bit of pace on him, but he's not that quick, right? Now they bring in Grealish. So the left hand side is still the same. We don't need to change the left hand side. It's still the same, where Grealish isn't that, he's quick, but he's not that quick. But Doku is a speedster. So guess what? We need to take off Kivio. And that same thing I'm thinking is the same thing, exact thing Arteta done, because realize that they bring on Doku for his pace. Now they bring on Tomiyasu to cope with his pace. Now when Tomiyasu came on, he made a few mistakes, but overall he gained confidence into the game, and then he started to man mark brilliantly. Tomiyasu is a very good man marker, and that's why we brought him on. Arteta brought him on to cover that space, because Kivio would not be able to live with the speed of Doku. He would have running rings around him. Now after that, the dynamics of the game changed, because then you see Trossard came on, which I like, and Trossard didn't defend as much as Gabriel J. Trossard, it was more on the front foot, and because he was more on the front foot, that's why it gave us the best opportunity of the match, where I said that he should have rolled it across to Martinelli or to Kai Havertz. So Trossard came in and done a few step overs, done a few tricks, and for me you could see that Arsenal started to improve going forward when Trossard came on, because he was dragging us forward. And also when Partey came on as well, another reason Jorginho came off and Partey came on, Partey was sitting, and that gave Declan Rice. Now I can see Declan Rice attacking more, and that gave us a better balance in terms of going, a better balance that we had before. Not a very good balance, but a better balance going forward and defending that we had before. But we were still overall better defensively than we was attacking. But to defend for the first few minutes of the match, or for the first half of the match, 6 at the back, I don't mind as long as we don't concede. And we have to admit that when we went to City's home ground, a very difficult place to go and win, which no one has done in 2 years, so we had to take all these things into consideration. So that's the video, guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Help me on my journey to 10,000k. And once again, Harry Stone Ogonji 4090, listen out. Make sure you leave a comment. Just let me know you saw this video, and I'll get that prize off to you. Now, catch you next one, guys. Goodbye.